Yo, the Colorado State game, yo. How'd you feel about the intensity? Like, yo, they keeping the TV interesting, yo.
Yeah.
A double OT game is crazy, yo.
Bruh.
Like, come on, yo. Y'all making it like movie-esque. It's only a film that could come out for this.
Dog, I shoot in the group chat, I think when they didn't get the 2-point yet, and then we was in one of the group chats talking about some of these fellas.
Yes.
But
shout out all of them, bro.
Yeah,
they all good dudes, bro.
Guys, I was just like, yo. But it was like, I think it was the drive to skip the touchdown. And then they would have to go to 2 to tie it up.
Yeah.
Like, one of my homeboys was like, hey, you think they going to score something like that? I think that's what he said. And I was like, bro, this is just another chapter in Deion book, yo.
Yeah.
And then after the game, I was just like, yo, they just played their role, yo.
But Deion might be one of the greatest people of all time.
It was setting up for an epic finish for them to win. Like, it was setting up. I was like, bro, I'm not even worried at this point. Once they scored before that, and then they had the ball on 98, yo, Shedeur is just different, yo.
But if you think about it, outside of last week's game, the first game and that game were very similar in the way that they showed their resilience. Because when they beat TCU, like at first it was like they was going back and forth. Like I'm like, yo, these boys really like they believe that they can. Anybody can get the smoke.
I missed like a good portion of the early part of the game. Like I didn't see the pick six by Shiloh. Salute to him. Number 21 on. I didn't know that's how the game. I was just seeing some text. I was out having dinner at the time. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I came in probably close to the second half.
Okay.
Either right before. It might have been right before. So.
Well, you still got to see 4 more quarters of football.
Yeah, but I was looking. I was like, ooh, this is looking tough.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh. I just kept seeing that they was winning Colorado State, but I'm like, they ain't break the game completely open. And I was like, yeah. This is the Deion Sanders story. It always seemed like a movie. I was like, yo, they gonna mess around and lose this game, yo. I wasn't shocked when it like I said, when there was that 98-yard drive, as soon as they got the ball, I know they got pinned, but I was like, dog, they gonna come down and score. Because they started playing a little softer on defense. And then Shedeur, which people kept saying, yo, it was looking like he didn't know how to run. I'm like, man, this is Deion Sanders' son. He ain't got to be Deion Sanders' athlete, but he got to be some type of more athletic. And I've seen him run a few times, but I know they preach, don't run unless you have to.
And his mentor wants his son to Brady,
be
so he's just natural pocket passer.
If you peep on them last few drives, especially Travis Hunter is out, and then they can't get nothing underneath and stuff like that. They can't run the ball. Mm-hmm. He said, yo, I got to use my legs. He started using his legs more. He was able to bust for a few good runs. Yeah. And then it opened up shots over the top.
Because the defense has to stay honest at that point.
Yes. We spoke about it, yo. When that pressure was coming on that last touchdown, the last touchdown before regulation was over.
Ultra instinct.
He slid back, slid up in the pocket,
and
threw it like 50 yards across field.
He's really good, bro.
And then old boy broke the ankles for the touchdown, which was another hard move. But when that made that play, I said, yo, this dude should do it. He's like that, yo. He's like that. And
that's another testament to Deion's greatness, though, because there's a lot of great players that have had children that go to the league potentially or play the same sport as them and are like remotely good. But to be one of the greatest DBs of all time, a lot of people's book, you might be the greatest DB. And then your son has the potential to be like a serious fucking quarterback. Like, not like, oh, he's nice in college.
He's going to be nice.
Like, if they keep prepping him, like, size-wise, awareness-wise, like, smarts-wise, even the thing I like about Deion, they always try to knock him. He talking about, take my sunglasses off and stuff like this. How many people you know that have a son that has an NIL deal making the money he makes, and you on TV, and they say, how do you feel about somebody basically slandering your grandmother and your pops?
Yeah.
And they keep it classy.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of people angry because, yo, that shows a different level of like, yo, you're not even on my level, dog. Like, yo. And they really be doing it.
Shedeur, talking about the whole, you might have to prep him this. He's ready now.
Yeah.
He's ready now. He talks to Tom Brady. He said he talked like after every game. You can see if you look at his statistics, he's statistically the most clutch quarterback in college football right now.
Yeah.
On all levels, yards, touchdown, all
no
of that.
Interceptions.
He's the most clutch quarterback in college. He's got the size already. He's 6'2". He don't look skinny.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's ready.
Yeah.
He's
if
ready
Bryce
right now.
Young playing, he's ready. Yo.
Yeah, he's ready, yo.
Yo.
Yeah, but you know what is that? First of all, I'm gonna salute. Colorado State came to play.
Yeah.
They came to play,
Yeah,
and Colorado had to realize, okay, this is what the rivalry games are like. They're gonna be nasty. But one of the things that people don't really talk about with that Colorado State, because they was like, oh, they must have heard everything. They was ready to have. They were ready. They had 2 weeks to prepare for them.
They did.
They didn't play that.
I didn't
week
know
before.
that.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
They was. I think they was 0-1. I think they were 0-1 at the time. And they was prepping for that game, and they had time, and they did what they supposed to. It was good scheduling on their behalf. But Deion kept it real. He's like, man, I knew I couldn't lose to that guy.
Yeah.
Yo, he knew. Listen, you can lose this week to Oregon. Not saying they want to or should, but like that
3-0. Yeah. Ain't
that
nothing like
game,
that double overtime.
you couldn't lose to that guy
yo.
after saying that, especially saying it's personal and all of that. Even though they made it, I mean, it got personal early.
I still
because,
want to
yo,
know what the statement means too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, yo.
But
what were you really trying to say?
Shedeur was funny at the end of the game. Did you peep, yo, when he went when the handshake happened between the coaches? Shedeur was right there next to Pops,
Yeah.
mugging the other coach the whole time.
Yeah.
And then
Because he probably told his father how he really felt. Like,
Nah,
yo,
he
what the
said it.
fuck, yo? And his father like, yo,
Did you see it
this
though?
guy's a clown.
After he,
like,
the coach
I'm
was
Deion Sanders.
he went like this to him, was like, and gave him the
Yeah.
watch symbol. I was like, yo, he wanted smoke with that man.
Yeah, because it's your
understand.
father.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you really would be ready to
And
smack. Yo,
grandma's got
like,
involved,
yeah, like,
so,
yo,
like,
come on, yo, why you talking about my grandmother, yo?
Because that guy might not look at it as, hey, man, I was like talking about their mom, but indirectly
You
you was
were,
talking
though.
about it. When you say my mom did this, that means in turn he wasn't taught properly.
And I put slander on the reporter too, because like, yo, you saw how he got like excited, and you could tell it was like they both thought they were on a high level saying some weak shit. Like, yo, and you lost. Come on, yo.
But I love how Deion Sanders handled it.
I love it.
He said, hey, listen, man, he like, I'm happy for that brother. Like, he's like, I don't know him personally.
I want that man
we
to
had
win.
what we had. He wanted to win. This is a sport at the end of the day, but I don't want nothing. I want him to be successful. I want this and this and that. And that was classy because he would have had every right
Yeah,
to just
to
go out
wild
there
him.
and wild. And he would have been technically, you know,
Wrong.
within his rank and his
I wouldn't have did it though.
I mean,
He
no,
did the
he
best
did it.
route.
He did it exactly
Because it would have felt good, but it would have ended up bad
Yeah.
in the long run.
And it wouldn't have. You setting the precedent for all the. You want to keep them focused.
Yeah.
You want to keep the energy positive.
Yeah,
They got a lot
we're
going
not an
on.
internet team. We
Yeah, they-
really out here beating folks.
They got a lot going on. You want to keep that rolling.